So right here on my face. All right. What's going on, everyone? Make sure you log in, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, J.Matthew TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new content for you to check out. All right. Let me go here. This. All right. So, today I wanted to talk about today's topic, of course, which is, revelations in the flesh. I want to go right into it. Wow, it's still fresh in my mind and everything else. This is just going to be, hold on. This is just going to be more of a personal, like one-on-one type of, type of episode. No, nothing else. Just, direct. So, if you don't know, there's an attack that has been going on or that just happened in Israel from Hamas. Excuse me, in Gaza, from Gaza. Excuse me, jeez. And if you're not familiar, you don't know, these two countries have had conflict forever. They have had conflict during the Obama administration when Barack Obama. They've had conflict for years, forever. Okay, so from what the news is reporting and showing that Gaza finally attacked Israel, and Israel is retaliating. Now, this is very important in understanding and knowing this, that you hear about things and what's going on. You heard about it, you read about it, and in the Bible, or someone's told you or whatnot. But these things that are going on, that are happening, you hear about and they're really happening. You got to really watch and question, wonder what's going on around you. The planet, of course, like I've said before, our whole planet is changing. The seasons are changing. Not just summer, spring, fall, but the timing of the seasons are changing. There are things that this planet has been due to happen to it. Let me put it another way. There are things that are supposed to have been happening to this planet that have not happened yet. And we're overdue for those things to happen. Now, what's going to really probably confuse a lot of people is when you got so many things going on at one time, it's going to bring people a lot of confusion. They're not going to know what's going on. They're going to be beyond frustrated. They're going to be all over the place. Okay, Israel just got attacked and they retaliated. Sooner or later, somebody's probably going to come and come to an agreement. Why have they been Why have they been at odds with each other over borderland, over the border? One side wants the other side to push back. The other side is not going to do it. For their own reasons and purposes as well. But these are things that if you hear about, you read about, they're going to unfold. They're going to it's going to be rumors of them going to war, and they're already trying to put in the news and everything that Israel's at war and things of that nature. But something that someone's going to come to both parties and come with an agreement, and they'll both agree, and then I predict this: they're throwing bombs and doing whatever back and forth now. Someone is going to come to an agreement with them where they're going to build these two buildings next to each other to show peace after they come to an agreement. But that ain't going to go right. And then they're probably going to go back at it again. Then there's going to be somebody else who's going to come and get a hold of all of them and get it all to stop for a certain amount of time. And that probably ain't going to work either. But we're going to see these things unfold because they're already starting to unfold in front of us. You know, you can't even tell. I joked about this before, but this is serious. You know, a lot of people, they're changing who they are. There are things that are appearing that haven't been seen before. There are people coming forth and admitting things and sharing their experiences with things that they don't want everyone else, to have contact or information about. Now, Israel is not going to go nowhere. That's always going to be protected no matter what. It's just something that is just, you know what it is if you know what it is. I got to watch kind of what I say because, YouTube, again, like the way the devil works in this world, you got to watch what you say because they'll try to cut you off. You saying too much of the right thing. But, if you, if you are familiar with Revelations or seen it or read it, you see these things starting to unfold. This winter that's coming in the Northeast is going to be terrible. It's going to be very, very, very bad. It's going to be really bad because we're going through it's polar changes that's going on right now. People are not aware of. If you don't know what that means, the Earth is starting to rotate. The Earth was supposed to have been rotated, but it never did. So we're overdue on that. You got people fighting in a holy land, fighting over this land because whoever has control of Israel basically has control of the whole world as far as religion. And basically, you might as well say they got control of the whole world because you tap into religion. That's 95% of what every human being almost base their life or beliefs or whatever upon. And you got somebody to tell you this person's God because of this and whatnot. These people will follow that. That's a lot of power. A lot of power. You got this presidential election coming up soon. I see a lot of things happening. I know this whole what we went through, that pandemic, that's going to be worse. That's going to come again. I'm guaranteed that's going to come probably November, December. That's going to start kicking up. There's already states up north that are already starting to get infected by certain viruses, whatnot. People are partying. People are doing what they want more. The devil's in full effect. The devil's just going rampant because it's almost time for all this stuff to come to a head. You don't gotta know the day or hour. If you feel it and you can see it around you and you watch and read, the signs. You see it. You see how people are acting or like weird, just weird. Even as I'm talking, police sirens in the background. People are weird, losing their mind. The way they're acting, the way people are dressing, their just the way their spirit is, something is ahead. You can feel it. You can feel something isn't right. You can look out your window right now. Like I was taking my kids to school and I was looking outside at the sun. I was like that sky don't even look right. The way the clouds is over, it's like somebody took a blind and just like pulled the blind down on the sky. It just looked, things is weird and are happening. All this UFO stuff and look, my personal belief is this: any movie that you've seen that ever came out, I believe one time or another it existed. I don't care if it's Men in Black. I don't care if you're talking about Aliens versus Predator. I believe all that stuff because those things aren't just things you just think of with your imagination and, oh, they just came out with this movie or something like that. Nah, a lot of times, when when people make these movies or whatnot, it may be experiences, that they've gone through or that have been recorded or seen. And for all this stuff to be coming ahead, you're not going to be able to. You're going to have a head of an octopus in order in order to be able to keep up to everything that is going on around you. Okay? There's going to be a hero. And he's going to come. He's going to solve all these problems. He's going to stop that Israel thing, this whole thing that's going on. It's starting right now. It's so crazy. You ever like, you got a feeling about something and you know it's going to happen. Now, it's not that you doubt it, but when you really see that feeling that you had and what was going to happen, when you see it, it's like, holy shit. Like, it's one thing I thought was like, I had a feeling about this, but this is really happening in front of my face. There's plenty of documentation in the Bible, certain other, religious books or what have you that talk about this. It talks about this good and evil thing, Israel, and it's like, what's it? Christianity versus Muslim type of ordeal. And when they build these two churches side by side, after they've done this war here, we'll see. Watch what happens. Now they're at war right now. Let's see what happens afterwards. And I could bank on it. They're going to come to some kind of peaceful resolution. I could bank on it that there's going to be two buildings built, two churches built next to each other. I can bank on that. I can bank on it not going the way they think it's going to go. I can bank on things going back to where they were, and then someone's going to come in, and then that's when the person is really going to come in again. He's going to solve everything. It's going to seem like everything's solved for a long time and everything, but you're going to see what really is going on. That's how I think you see these superstars and these people in Hollywood and people that are in music or whatever. They're like doing whatever they want. Like, they tell you in your lyrics, we don't listen to lyrics. We're busy trying to relieve ourselves from a week's work. Like, and you listen to these lyrics. I already said, like, these new rappers, I don't even know what the hell wrong with them. They're on some new type of drugs. But you hear these lyrics, they like doing whatever they want to do. They full blown out. Yeah, they got the whole armor Satan on. They got the whole Lucifer get up. And it's like, if you disagree, and you see it a lot on television, man. Television. It's telling you the vision. It's telling you exactly what's going on. When you watch these people on TV and shit like that, especially like these reality shows and everything, or you see them in public, you see how much people random kiss their butt just to be next to them and to be close to them. And I can't lose my job with, Beyonce. If I, Lord knows, I get fired and then what will I do? Like, life is over. And it's just like, these are people, these ain't even like people. These are influencers for you to make you feel like you down here, they up here. And, like I mentioned before, like how the people at the concert was going crazy if you didn't be quiet. I'm screaming to the top of my lungs. When that part come on, when you're supposed to be quiet, I'm going to scream the loudest. Because it's like, you don't see how you brainwash. That don't have nothing to do with no fun or nothing like that, or no challenge or whatever it is. That's brainwashing. That's listen, let me tell you this. Whenever you see yourself in a situation and you see people defending someone they never, ever, ever going to see in life. I mean, they defend them to the death. They never going to see this person in life, but they defend them to the death. That's like worship. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing, like if you knew this person or whatever, but I've seen people hit other people at concerts. I've seen people just lose their mind. I've seen these artists sit there and watch people die in the audience and keep performing. You don't think that's weird? Just keep partying. When Whitney Houston passed away, she was in a tub right above the party. And not like above, like she was in another apartment or something. She was in the same house, same building, right above. And someone knew she was in the tub dead and they kept partying. That's not weird to you. It's not weird to you how these girls are acting, these women exposing themselves, who could be the most ratchet, who can say the most nastiest thing. Like you never notice how even in music, everybody's in competition. Who could say the most nastiest shit? That's what the females are on now. And I don't know, rap with the men, with music with men is kind of like fading away, kind of, it seems like. Or they're it's like the I'm gonna call them trans or the transmission people, the transition transmission people, they got, they the those men in that area are the ones doing a lot of like music and stuff now. You don't hear a lot of hardcore rap or manly type of music, anymore because the whole thing is changing. They got a lot of these guys that are even they claim to be heterosexual. They're really homosexual. And they're either forced to do homosexual things or I mean, again, like I said before, they see how much, and this is not a knock at women, but women out there that any female that's out there listening, be honest with me. And I'm talking in a calm tone manner. Be honest with yourself. Just think about it. Today in the world, what you see on images on television and social media and stuff like that, do women not have like all the privilege in the world right now? Do you not hear these women saying they need all these things? I'm not saying every single woman in the world. I'm talking about these women that are put in front of every other female's face in the world and represent these things. Y'all don't see that? I mean, is it me? I mean, like talking about this that, and the third. It just I'm only bringing that up because I want y'all to see like how people are changing. People are changing. The world is changing. Things are going on, and I don't understand why no one. I'm not gonna say no one, but a lot of people just don't see what's going on in front of their face, and it's crazy. You really even okay because a lot of people they need to see it, to believe it. Even when you see it, I mean, people still don't believe it until one day you go get your newspaper. There's a tank on your block, a military tank telling you to get inside your house, and you come out when you're authorized to, or when you can't go into a grocery store or restaurant because you have to have certain requirements in order to even shop there, be there, whatever. You know, people in this country, United States, we experience ter- horrific things, but nothing like the people that are overseas do. Nothing like people that are in these other countries, do. They don't have the same type of. We don't have the same type like the laws. Everything is like totally different. It's like when you're attacked, you're attacked. You could be walking in front of the grocery store and not even know y'all got a war going on, and the whole damn street get bombed. Just you walking to the grocery store. We don't live like that on a day-to-day basis in the United States. We had 9/11. We had like, the bombing of the school and stuff like that. Like we had things like that, and they're not every day. They're not consistent. Those things happen, but they're not consistent. These people wake up every morning praying to Yahweh, please, please let me have my life today. But we're busy here partying and stuff like that, like nothing's going on. And then when it happens in front of your face, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. And I just want everybody out there to know what's going on and to see it. You see Israel's getting attacked. It talks about this in Revelations. You see that they're declaring war, rumor of a war. Keep these things in mind. Keep them in mind. Am I saying Jesus is coming tomorrow or I should say Yeshua is coming tomorrow. No, I mean Yeshua, not Jesus. But am I saying, no, I'm not saying that. But the signs are being shown right in front of your face. The signs are being shown in front of your face. You should see them. And again, this war that's going on, it's not gonna last long right this second. Right now, what's going on is not going to be going on too much longer. There's going to be some kind of agreement reached, and then that agreement is going to go good. I mean, it's I don't know. Just gotta pray, you know, and watch. Remember what I said before I wrap up. Israel has just been attacked by Hamas. Now, this is what the news is showing, because they leave things out and whatnot. I'm going based on what is being showed on news and what's being reported on news. Hamas allegedly attacked Israel first. Israel's retaliating. They allegedly are in war right now. You're going to see how that goes. You still got to remember, you got the thing with Ukraine and Russia still going on. Everybody's starting to go to war with each other. There's going to be a hero. And see, this is what I'm going to predict. Ukraine and Russia are still going to be going at it. Israel and Gaza are going to go at it. Gaza and Israel are going to come to an agreement. That agreement is going to get broken. They're going to go back to war on each other. China's going to attack probably Taiwan with the support of Russia, probably. Everybody's going to be going at war with each other. Then you're going to have the hero, which I've talked about who the hero is before. If not, then I'll do that another episode. But then that's when the hero comes along with the strength to carry on and all that other stuff. And they are going to get everyone to come to an agreement or something. And then after that, you'll see. I'll talk about the rest of it later. But I'm out for today. I didn't want to be too long. I think 20 something minutes is good enough for right now. Y'all have a good day. Take care of each other and everything like that. Be blessed. Make sure you share this podcast. No, I'm not a lively person all the time. It's not all about markets and scamming and this person talking about this and that and the third. There are other messages out there, that need to be delivered, and need to be talked about too. I'm not just a one-trick pony. Whatever it is that Marcus is doing, and it's time for him to deal with whatever, God got him on God's watch, not mine. And whatever, we'll get to that. And we're still going to get to it and whatnot, but these things here are more important, to be discussed and be talked about, so that you understand that, look, listen, these things have been talked about in very important documents, very important books, and these events are starting to happen. Now, again, like I said before, I really think that the things that I've just said before are really going to take place, and that's how things are probably going to unfold at the beginning. Just the beginning. All right. Y'all have a good day and everything. Tune in tomorrow, same time. And I think I got something a little bit more fun, more lighthearted to discuss and talk about with you guys or whatever. If this bored you, I hope it didn't. I'm sorry if it did, but I'm out. Y'all take care of each other. Peace. Oh, goodness.